Carney walked into ASEAN and outsmarted Donald damn Trump. And nobody, not Washington, not Beijing, not Ottawa's old guard, saw it coming. That's right, buddy. Canada finally played big league geopolitics. Not by yelling, not by begging, but by flipping the table on the US and walking straight into Asia like a free country for once. Because here is the truth. For decades, we have been chained to the United States like a polite roommate who never asked for rent money. They slap tariffs on our steel, our lumber, our EVs, and we just say, sorry, maybe next time. Well, not this time. At the ASEAN Summit in Malaysia, Mark Carney walked into a room full of Asian power brokers, while Trump's White House was throwing a trade tantrum and said Canada's got options. Fool, this is not about some handshake photo op. This is Canada's sovereignty moment. Stick around because by the end of this, you will see exactly how Carney used Trump's arrogance to pull off the biggest Canadian power move in years. Trump came into 2025 guns blazing. He reignited the trade war, slapped Buy American 2.0 on damn near everything, and even joked about Canada being the 51st state. Whether it was a joke or not. Real classy. And what did Carney do? He did not take the bait. While Trump's team was busy slapping new tariffs on Canadian EV parts and threatening dairy quotas, Carney quietly pivoted. He booked his first trip as Prime Minister not to Washington but to Kuala Lumpur for the ASEAN Summit.
I chose my summit for my first visit as Prime Minister to Asia because the Canada-ASEAN relationship is full of potential. This is a region of nearly 700 million consumers with a market worth over $5 trillion.
That's a geopolitical middle finger with a maple leaf on it. He did not go begging for another handshake at the White House. He went to the one region Washington cannot control. Smart move. Quick pit stop. Hit subscribe if you want more of this straight talk. And grab a membership if you want to help me keep this channel independent. Alright? Now back to our topic. Southeast Asia, home to 600 million people, massive energy demand, and the fastest growing economies on Earth. Reuters confirmed it. Canada begins trade talks with the Philippines as part of broader ASEAN push.
In addition, President Marcos of the Philippines and I agreed yesterday to launch talks on a new free trade agreement between our two nations.
That's not just diplomacy. That's strategy. Carney saw Trump's trade tantrum not as a threat, but as an opening. At the summit, Carney did not show up with buzzwords. He showed up with math and muscle. He told the room flat out, we are doubling non-U.S. exports in the next decade. Boom.
It is our intention to double our non-U.S. exports over the course of the next decade. That alone will generate $300 billion in more trade.
That's $300 billion in new trade. And most of it is coming from this region. That's not a speech. That's a damn plan. And the kicker? He backed it up.
Today, Canada and Malaysia signed a letter of intent to deepen investment in liquefied natural gas, in oil, nuclear power, and renewables.
50 million tons of Canadian LNG headed to Asia within 5 years, doubling within a decade, creating a critical minerals alliance to finance and secure supply deals with ASEAN partners. That's from Reuters coverage, buddy. Meanwhile, Trump's U.S. energy exports choked by domestic flights and export restrictions. So, while Trump plays domestic politics, Carney is building Canada into Asia's next reliable energy supplier. That's how you outsmart a loudmouth with a real strategy. Now, here is where most people missed the second layer of the move. While the press drooled over trade and LNG, Carney dropped a bombshell in that same speech. We are quadrupling defense spending over 5 years, especially in cyber, AI, and intelligence.
Over the next 5 years, we will be quadrupling our defense industrial spending, strengthening our role in collective security and creating new careers.
You could almost hear the Pentagon choke up on its coffee. Because, buddy, that's not about joining America's wars. That's about protecting Canada's damn data and Arctic sovereignty. It's NORAD, but modernized without asking Washington's permission. And it plays perfectly with ASEAN's biggest fear, cyber and information warfare from China. Carney basically told those leaders, we can help you fight that. No strings attached. Defense News even picked it up. Canada aims to expand cyber and AI cooperation with ASEAN allies. That's not just diplomacy. That's hard power disguised as partnership. Here is where it gets spicy. While Carney is getting handshakes in Malaysia, Trump's team leaks a memo whining that Canada's pivot threatens North American unity. Shut up. Give me a damn break, unity. You mean the kind where you threaten 20% tariffs every time we sell an EV battery? Carney played it perfectly. He did not tweet some childish insult. He just kept smiling and signing trade framework letters. And by the end of that summit, Politico reported Trump praises Carney as a world-class leader, but Canada gains ground in Asia. Translation? Trump realized too late that Canada is not bluffing anymore. Carney outsmarted him the old-fashioned way, with patience and receipts. This is not about liking Carney or not. It's about something bigger. Canada finally learning to play power politics like an adult. For decades, we've been this polite middle-class kid at the global dinner table. Now, we are walking in with clean energy, critical minerals, defense tech, and trade offers that actually matters. Carney's pivot does not mean we abandon the US. It means we stop depending on it. And that, my friend, is the first real move forward sovereignty we have seen in a damn long time. Because here's the dirty secret no one in Ottawa wants to admit. When the US sneezes, our economy catches pneumonia. When Trump tweets, our dollar dips. So this ASEAN play is not just diplomacy, it's survival. Carney's message was crystal clear. We don't just want to sell to the world. We want to shape it. And hell, it's about time. Think about it. Trump swaggered into office, promising to make America great again. Carney just walked into Asia and made Canada relevant again. We are not the background noise anymore. We are part of the damn conversation. The ASEAN trip showed the world that Canada is done being the nice guy that brings dessert to other people's dinner parties. We are hosting our own, and everyone is invited, except bullies. So here is the question. Do you think this is real sovereignty or just another Canadian Prime Minister talking pretty before folding to US pressure again? Because from where I'm standing, this looks like the first damn time in decades that Canada called its own shot. Let me know below and hit that subscribe button if you are sick of Canada being treated like America's polite cousin. We are done apologizing. We are building something bigger. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.